driving back from Tampa on my way to my house up in Georgia. Came down for Garrett's promotion, and it's a 6-hour drive, so a lot of time to reflect on this past season that just ended and thinking about next season as well. This season was a really good season. Cannot complain at all. I mean, I shot my first deer in 11 years, which is a good monkey to get off my back. So hopefully I can lean forward now and be successful in the years to come and not go on a big drought again like that. I mean, the drought wasn't due to non-hunting, kind of. I mean, I hunted probably more this year than I have in the last 10 years easily, and if not, all 10 of those years combined. You know, sometimes with the work that we do, there's a lot of times that we don't get to get out hunting as much as we would like, if at all, because we go away for whether it's a deployment or a big training exercise, and then we gotta balance that time with family as well, because family time is an important time. So we just don't get to get out and do as much hunting as we would typically like to every year. So this year was, for me, I got to get out a lot. Number one person I have to thank for that is my wife, for allowing me the opportunity to go out as much as I did. She held it down back at home with the kids and everything like that. So like I said, this year was a really good, successful year. I chalk it up as a success. Not always is getting an animal mean success. Their success is measured in a bunch of different ways. This year I went into a core area very early in the year, back in March, and started scouting. And we had been up in there once before. That's actually where Garrett shot his deer in 2018. And so we knew the area had some deer, saw a good amount of sign up there, so started scouting it hard. Put up the trail cameras, started doing the scouting around, found some deer, and then tried something new. This year was, for me, it was all about trying new things, getting out of my comfort zone, and experimenting with different stuff. So I did the mineral licks this year. In Georgia, we can't bait, but we can put out minerals as long as it's worked into the ground. So I did that. I used salt, brown sugar, and some vanilla extract, a little thing I found on YouTube, researching it, to make your own, so you don't have to go buy the expensive stuff. And it worked just as well. I mean, I put it out, and within two, 3 weeks, had deer hitting it. Had it hitting it pretty solid. I mean, there was one day I had 5 or 6 bucks come to the mineral site, and probably 5 or 6 does all in one day come to that core area. I don't know if it's 100% because I put the minerals down that's why they were in there, or if it was just a coincidence and they were cruising on by. But I'm gonna think that my minerals attracted some of the deer into that area, or to repetitively come into that area. So I take that as a win. Caught some really nice bucks on camera early in the year, July and August, when they were kind of fully grown out, before they started shedding their velvet. And then hunting season came around. I had put up a ladder stand, camoed it up, and everything like that, and I was dedicating my time to this one spot. Some people steer away from that. They like to hop around and hunt the sign and not saturate an area too much with their scent and everything like that, which I totally understand. And typically that's what I try to do as well, is I don't like to hunt the same area or the same stand-ish over and over and over again. But this area was kind of different. It's different hunting a military base with all the training exercises that are going on and everything. There's constantly people out in the woods, training, moving around, putting out scent, making noise, everything like that. So the deer kind of react a little bit different when it comes to ground scent and a constant presence of human contact. They won't like hang out with you or nothing, but they don't run away the minute they smell a human. So hunted the area, opening day, had a group of 3 does come in. Now I'd ranged a marker before, but it was standing closer than I thought. I thought it was deeper into the area, and I shot under its belly. Common mistake. I rushed it. Learned from that experience that I needed to slow down. I should have ranged her prior to pulling back on the bow and taking the shot. But every day was a learning experience. I think I sat that stand quite a few times, but I think I only sat it a few times where I didn't see anything. It was a very good stand as far as probably every third time I was seeing something, whether it was a hog or deer or some type of game animal. Not always getting a shot. I did see that one spike come through a couple times, and he's just too small for the deer management that the area that I hunt has, so we weren't able to get a shot on him. But ended up getting that doe on the opening weekend of rifle season, and that was the only deer I was able to harvest. But then Garrett came up, hunted that stand again, and then we got out of our comfort zone. We weren't going to just repeat the steps that we were doing because we weren't seeing the bucks, and I wasn't catching them on camera anymore. So, but we knew we were still in the core area. We didn't bump them out of there too far. Knew that. So we walked around and went and found the sign. Found that scrape. Garrett set up on that scrape, and 2 days after sitting it, had that really beautiful big 8-point come in. And he was able to harvest that. And there was another deer that was coming up into that area from down below that we just weren't able to get eyes on, but I do believe it was another good buck. Garrett came back up for Thanksgiving, and once again hunted the same core area, but just hunted off of the main stand. He hunted 150 yards, 200 yards, almost on the trail walking to the stand. He hunted off of that, and the first morning he sat that. Had a really beautiful 9-point come walking up almost right behind his stand, and he was able to harvest that deer as well. The area produced really well, and if I was going to hunt it again this year, I would make some minor tweaks and adjustments, but I would still focus in on that area because I know there's some other good bucks that are there, and then some of the younger ones that had potential. They're going to grow up and they're going to get a lot bigger next year as well. One of the big things that both me and Garrett did this year is we got out of our comfort zone of hunting just the areas that we know and that we can scout. And we took the plunge and went to Kansas. And that was a big leap of faith for us both. We had been to that area. If you watch the videos, we explain we've been to that area before, duck and goose hunting the year before, but we had not been there for deer season. And with time and the way our work schedules worked out, we weren't able to go when we wanted to, which would be November. Everybody wants to go hunt Kansas in November. I mean, that's where the land of the monsters are, and that's when they come out, is the middle of November. But we weren't able to do that, so we had to try to just make whatever we could work. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get an opportunity, but Garrett had 2 really nice opportunities, one at a buck and one at a doe, and that's all we can ask for. It gave us the confidence that we are doing the right thing. We with our jobs, we're not able to go scout, so we did the e-scouting. We got on the Onyx maps, and we were looking at the area and trying to pinpoint where do we think deer are going to be at. And neither of us have ever hunted the Midwest, so that was another kind of scary thing for us. Is, you know, we've never hunted Midwest deer. How do they act a little bit different? How does this go about? We're in a lot of agricultural and cattle farm land with just limited trees and creek bottoms and stuff, but we took the experiences that we have had with other deer and just knowing the thought process of the deer and everything like that. We were able to pinpoint locate on e-scouting some core areas that we wanted to go check out. And the first day that we went out to one of those spots, and the first spot we went to, we bumped 4 deer out of it and went down in there, and there's rubs everywhere and just a lot of sign of the deer. So we knew that we were on the right track, and we just kept hitting it hard. And the weather played a little bit of a factor, and we probably should have done some stuff a little bit different, which looking back on that now, we learned from that experience and how we should do it next time if we get to go and do it again. And that's all we can try to do, is just learn from our experiences. And one of the things that we're trying to do with this channel and our mission and everything like that is to get more people out there doing that. Get out of your comfort zone. You know, maybe hop to another state or the other side of your state and try something new. You're never going to know if you can do it unless you just go out there and do it. Like I said, it was scary for both myself and Garrett, because we wanted to be successful, and it's not very cheap either. So that is one thing that plays a factor into it. And we went out there for a week, and I mean, we saw deer every day, and I went on a few stalks, and Garrett was able to shoot his bow twice at deer and connected once, just not very good shot, hit placement, and then he missed on the other one. And it happens. That's gonna happen, and that's all you can ask for, is that opportunity, and you just have to be able to cash in on that opportunity. But it has given us the confidence to go and not be so nervous about going out of state or going to a new area completely in the dark and doing it. I know now that it gave me, like I said, confidence in being able to find an area, find deer, get on those deer, and know that I'm doing it the right way. Like I said, this season was a lot of learning, a lot of just learning from mistakes and trying new things. I tried a mock scrape, and the mock scrape I put down, within the first day I had, you know, a small buck, but a good buck hit the scrape. And then after that, a couple spikes came through, and we're working that scrape. I don't know if I would ever try this stuff again. It's not relatively expensive or anything. I think that I would just find a fresh scrape that deer are already hitting, and then just try to set up close or on top of that scrape, knowing that a deer made that, and I don't have to make my own type of mock scrape. So, does it work? Yes, but I just don't think I will personally try that stuff again. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't like to say I never do something again, because never is a long time. So, but it was a good season, and you know, I had fallen into a little bit of a funk where, yes, because I was deploying, doing training exercises, trying to balance family life and go to school at the same time and work and do everything, I wasn't getting out in the woods at all, as much as I would love to. And I lost that little bit of a desire to even do it, to be honest. And when I came up with the idea this year and talked to Gary about, like, hey, what do you think about trying to film our hunts and post the stuff? And I mean, we watch all the YouTube videos and stuff, and we're like, you know, maybe we can try and do this. It kind of re-energized me into wanting to get out in the woods and wanting to try all this stuff and find the deer and get them on camera and get a good shot and get the shot on camera and everything. It kind of reinvigorated my desire to get out there and get out in the woods and, you know, teach people and like want to share my experiences with everybody, whether you hunt or you don't hunt or you're thinking about getting into hunting and you're watching this. I mean, definitely gave me another desire to go and get out in the woods. Yeah, I definitely chalked this season up as a success, and yeah, there's always stuff that I would do different, and I could have got out a few more times than I did, and some other stuff, but it was still a really good year, and I'm looking forward to the next year coming up. I'm gonna be hopefully on the West Coast, working out there now at the end of this summer, so I won't get a whole lot of scouting in time, but I plan on, you know, hunting in California where I'll be stationed at. I got a good friend of mine out there who's been getting on the deer the last couple years and figuring them out, and so he's gonna show me some of the spots that he's been getting into and getting in them at, and I'm gonna go try some public land areas out there in Southern California and Central California, and then hopefully making a good trip up to Oregon and doing a little over-the-counter elk hunt and deer hunt during archery season in September. Haven't been back up to Oregon in 11 years, 12 years to hunt, so super excited about that and really getting ready to chase elk. I really want to get after the elk and get them bugling and talking and stuff, and try to get one in close for you guys and get some good footage of that. I think that'll be super exciting. And Garrett's never elk hunted, so I'm really hoping we can get him up there and get him in on an elk. And then, you know, with building off that confidence of going to Kansas, I'm gonna go try Arizona over the counter. Go in Arizona over the counter deer tag for archery, and go in late December or in January and try chase some coos deer. They're the ghosts of the desert. It's really hard to get in on them and find them, and then get in on them and getting a shot with a bow. The positive thing is that is a you can coos deer or mule deer, whichever one. So hopefully, if anything, can't find any coos deer or anything, I can find a mule deer and be able to harvest a deer. But once again, a whole nother environment, going to the desert and trying to hunt the mountains in the desert, and different type of environment and habitat, and just trying to figure the deer out. Go out there for a week or so and see if we can get it done. But once again, I'll be on my Onyx maps, doing my e-scouting, getting on Go Hunt, finding the good areas, what people are saying about the areas and where to focus my attention at, and then pick some spots and go out there and glass them up, see if we can get them. Excited to be transitioning to that style of hunting. You know, East Coast, we typically do the whole tree stand or a little bit of walking here and there, but out in the West, it's your best friend's your glass. So I'm looking forward to transitioning to that style of hunting, getting on the spot and scope, getting on the binos, sitting and glassing them up, glassing big canyons and draws and basins, and try to get some glassing in, and spot and stock, or go set up on a pinch point or something and use some teamwork to bump them to each other. Try different tactics. Really excited about getting into that. So, I mean, the biggest thing I gotta say for this year is, you know, this is the first year we've done the YouTube, and thank you for everybody that's been watching, for the people who subscribed. I know those numbers are only going to increase, and I appreciate it a lot. We're trying to get this, and we're trying to share as much content as we can with you guys. And like I said before, if you're an avid hunter, maybe you can learn something from us. If you're not a hunter, maybe this gets you interested in trying it. And if you're interested in trying it, maybe some of the things we've talked about has given you that little bit of a nudge to get out there and finally do it, and get out there in the woods and enjoy what we have as Americans and public land, and we got to use it or we're gonna lose it. So get out there, enjoy what our freedoms are all about, and use it. Whether it's camping, hiking, fishing, hunting, anything, just get out there and use it. Thank you. All your guys' support has been tremendous, and all the positive feedback we've got. We're not, trust me, we understand we're not the greatest at filming. I've never filmed anything until this year, and doing the self-filming thing kind of can get difficult, but we don't have the best equipment or nothing, but I appreciate all the positive feedback that everybody's been giving. It means the world to, I know myself, and I'm sure Garrett, means the world to both of us, and we're gonna try to keep trucking along on this and get some more stuff out for you guys. Obviously there's gonna be a little bit of a low probably about the time you're watching this, because no more hunting seasons are going on, but we're right around the corner of getting in some fishing in the springtime, turkey season, and then some family time in the summer, doing some camping, fishing, and hiking. I know Garrett's gonna be hitting the Appalachian Trail up in the Virginia area a lot this year, and then next thing you know, it's hunting season again. So just keep following along, hit that subscribe button, and notification bell, so you get notified every time we post a video, and you can get on there and watch it. And please hit the like and leave us any comments of what you would like to see and see us do, and what do you guys want to watch. Do you want some how-to videos? Once again, we're not experts, but we can share our experiences with you guys. Once again, like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit the notifications, leave a comment for us. Go to Facebook, Instagram, follow us at Old Breed Outdoors, and then also go to our website. You can get a sweet shirt, hats. We got some new designs that might be coming out this summer. I'm trying to think of a turkey theme now for the spring season, and some other t-shirt designs. So hopefully we'll get some new stuff out there this summer. And yeah, please support us. Thank you.